hi, I'm a lesbian, or at least I think I'm a lesbian. Yes, but I'm the biggest, let's be real. This is just to prove. Why? Come on here and have a good time. Oh yeah. Oh, they saw my tum-tum! The moon landing didn't happen. Oh, the moon landing? That didn't happen. I promise it didn't. I would bet like all of my money. Oh, sorry, I've heard it. Go for it. Like, show my tit. I don't give a but I will never in my life do that to somebody. I know the things you've done in prison. You've told me. I know what you've done. So you want to call me worse than someone inside of prison? I need you to take a look in the mirror. I need you to take a look in the mirror.
Hey Gauls, how you doing? So much shit happened in the past 2 days, and I will try to catch you Gauls up to everything. So after Amberlynn revealed Valentine's real name, Erica and her wife started going to reaction channels to tell their part of the story. And it is way messier than what we thought.
There's just all this crazy stuff been going on over the past week about Erica. So you're married to Erica?
I am actually married to Erica. After the boohoo breakup with wifey, we were, we have been avid watchers, Hater Nation, for years.
Oh.
So I told Erica, we follow everybody, you, all of them. I told Erica, I said, I wonder if you message her if she would reply. She was like, I don't know, let's try. So she actually did respond. It took her less than 5 minutes.
So according to the wife, they are haters and this whole thing started as a trolling attempt. And let me just tell you Gauls, there are no victims in this situation because everyone involved are stupid and love attention and drama. Just wait and see.
Oh yeah, I followed Amber probably 4 or 5 years.
So was the reaching out to Amberlynn done to kind of troll? Was it done as a joke?
Yeah, absolutely. That was all it was in the beginning.
Hear me when I say this Gauls. There is a difference between reacting to Amberlynn or commenting your opinion on her videos and what she shares with us, but contacting her and doing all of this is trashy and cruel. These two are just as crazy and delusional as Amberlynn. Now trashy Valentine starts explaining what happened.
Why I messaged her was she posted some TikTok or something talking about masculine or something like, what's your type? And I was like, mask women. And I looked at Brittany, I was like, should I do it? And she's like, yeah, like do it and see if she responds. And I did. And so I played the game for a little while, and then, it started becoming a problem because I guess Amberlynn started becoming attached, as far as asking me questions, as far as what am I doing? Why didn't I respond within so much amount of time, clocking my response minutes.
Everything they say sounds rehearsed, and it feels like they couldn't wait to spill the tea. They are so pathetic, but we love the tea of course. So far, it sounds like typical Amberlynn. Dusty and Becky have confirmed this before. Amberlynn is very possessive and crazy when it comes to relationships.
Amberlynn was very much aware that I was in the picture. Let's get that really clear. She knew the whole time that I was in the picture.
Yes.
I said we were not the only married couple she was tangled with. She was talking to other married couples as well. And the funny thing about that is 16 hours after I caught on to this crazy nightmare that was happening, Tommy all of a sudden had a ticket. 16 hours after I found out and after everything was severed, Tommy was on a plane trip.
And this is where it gets confusing. They claimed that they were both trolling her, so why is the wife saying when she found out? It's not adding up. And I for sure believe that Amberlynn was talking to Tommy. She always has backup plans or caretakers.
So the whole time that Erica and her were talking, she was also talking to Tommy and many other people. So, I don't know why we're getting the pushback and no one else is.
Lola, love how they are acting like victims. Gaul, you put yourself into this situation. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Welcome to Amberverse.
We started getting more involved between me and her, and, she kind of used her BPD as a crutch, saying, me not responding to her in a timely manner, triggered her. And so it was almost like I was being forced to react to her and to interact with her. And
Gaul, please, you were long distance and you chose this, so what force? I am not giving this attention-seeking Gaul the same sympathy as Becky, nope.
So she was like, you're always choosing your wife, you're always choosing her, and, we were in an emotional relationship. She was feeding me the shit she feeds everybody else, and I fell for it, and I'm not a victim, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm not a victim. My wife is a victim of this.
Gaul, don't you worry, no one thinks you are a victim, and your wife is a clown for going along with this to begin with.
Entertained, led on Amberlynn, gave her what she wanted, just that I kind of just felt pressured and on eggshells the whole entire time. And yeah, I tried a couple of times to get out of that situation, and she would literally get on FaceTime and...
Zero accountability, Gaul, what? She is in a whole other state and you have a wife. How do you feel pressure to keep trolling?
On June 9th, my uncle passed away, and I was pretty upset. Up until about June 16th, she was messaging me every day, asking me, oh, do you miss us? Me and her, do you miss me? I was like, I got a lot going on. My uncle just
Typical Amberlynn, not caring about anyone's situation and thinking the world revolves around her. She did the same thing with Becky when her mom passed away.
Can't get behind the rationale of why she would want to get involved with someone married.
And that was my question to her.
All you guys reached out to her to troll. What do you mean you don't understand, lol? These bitches are crazy.
Lynn called back, I answered. And, I asked her, I'm like, what is this? What are you doing? What is going on? You know she's married. You're telling her not to have relations with her. I mean, like, it was crazy. I had a dummy phone or a text app. And she said, can you just...
Amberlynn had a burner phone.
Or
something.
Or a text app.
So yeah, the next day after that was squashed. Amberlynn asked Brittany if we could still be friends, and Brittany was like,
absolutely not.
No, that's not the question.
So these two dummies started trolling Amberlynn, then stupid Erica fell in love with Amberlynn. Imagine being cheated on with Amberlynn, lol. And her stupid ass is still with Erica.
You're referring to that crying phone call. She bawled like a little baby during the first phone call when I told her that I was going to send all the text messages, all the photos, all of that. That's when she started crying.
Oh.
The call was on July 4th when I had found out that she had reached out to Erica and would not stop. And I have that entire phone call recorded. So she can't say that didn't happen because it did, and I have receipts.
I love this so much. It just baffles me how she is talking about this as if she didn't start it, lol. You were bored and she gave you something to excite you, and here we are.
But you never bought her a Lego?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did buy the Lego. Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
Like, when I found out that Amberlynn had my address and was sending stuff to my house and knew every coordinate that I was going to, like, it blew my mind. Because, like, that's, like, my life. And I even told her in that phone call, I'm like, it's really creepy to have you looking me up on Instagram and following my every move and I don't even know you or that you're doing it.
Really? That's what is creepy. So it's not creepy to sit with your wife and decide to go into a fake relationship with a girl you have been watching for 4 years. Also, blame Erica. She is the one giving her your address and sending her $400 Legos.
So Alexis is saying that you guys are just spewing a bunch of lies. Erica is a sociopath who has cheated on her wife multiple times, and she's trying to save her marriage by doing this.
No, actually. So, Alexis, I know you're young and everything, but so the difference between having a relationship with somebody, being boyfriend, girlfriend, versus being married for 9 years is you stand on different foundations, right? So when something happens and you're just dating, you can just cut that person off, no big deal. But when you've been married for 9 years, you're kind of on a different foundation. So working things out, it's just what you do.
Or what? She basically agreed with her, lol. They have been married for 9 years, and this is what they are doing with their lives. Pathetic.
So another thing for Alexis, I wouldn't speak so soon because I knew how many people you went through, and I'm not going to display your business or call you names, but you are not the one to talk about relationships.
This Erica Gall sounds so nasty, and this is why Amberlynn liked her probably. And Alexis replied to this and said that she is not married, so it's not the same thing. And I agree, lol. How are you comparing you cheating on your 9-year marriage to a single girl dating?
Oh, yeah. So this is going to sound crazy, but as far as her manipulation goes, I worked in a maximum custody prison for close to 10 years. I dealt with probably the meanest people you could probably ever imagine. And I never once fell victim to any of their tactics, their tricks, and their bullshit. Maybe it's because I knew, hey, you're a criminal. But with her, it was like I've never been that manipulated before in my life. As far as anything that I had said triggered her BPD, it triggered, her abandonment. She has abandonment issues.
Be fucking for real, Dusty on steroid. Let's not give her too much credit. You were probably desperate and just as sick as her. Amberlynn is manipulative, but let's not make her out to be a super mastermind.
Why do you think that she would come on here and say Erica's name?
I have a mundane job. I go to the gym. I don't have any type of history of killing people or feeding people to death. Sorry, excuse me. Tommy has more of a history than I do, but still, let's make Erica a distraction. I'm not about to be a distraction to someone that fed their recent partner to death. And I'm probably being mean about it, but...
Gall, you two are messier than Tommy, lol. And why are you angry at Tommy? What did she do to you? Are you jealous that Amberlynn is with another chubby chaser?
Remind me one more time about why was Amberlynn under the impression that you were going to move in with her? I guess that would be tomorrow.
Okay, well, let's meet. I was like, okay, pick a date. And then the discussion came up. I was like, if I do this and then I come back, it's going to be World War III. And then she's like, well, just move in, or something. It came about, and I did not have intentions to do it.
She is lying, lol. You can hear it in her voice that she is bullshitting. Now let's hear Amberlynn's side.
Sorry, it's gonna be fine. The only reason why I ever said Erica's name is because a family was being harassed because people thought Valentine was someone that she wasn't. And it's I know that I promised Erica and Brittany that I would not say Erica's name. And I didn't say Erica's name ever for like a way to get back at her or whatever it is. I wasn't doing it in like a malicious way.
All you did it to take the heat of Tommy the feeder.
All I did was say Erica's name. That's all I did. I didn't share anything else besides the fact that she was married because that obviously affected me.
Gore, stop playing dumb. You know your community, and you were just crying about how horrible it is. You knew damn well that people would find them with only one name.
For Erica and her wife to do whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know what this is about. They just want to spill everything and say everything. And yes, I know a lot of people will be calling me a homewrecker. I get it. Like homewrecker Lynn.
Lol, does anyone actually care about Erica's home? 3 trash people meeting, that's what's going on.
When me and her first started talking, she told me that she was married, but she was married for financial reasons and that they were in an open marriage and that her wife didn't even live with her. Her wife was living with her partner, her other partner that she was in a relationship with. Erica would always just be like, me and my wife have an understanding. That was always her go-to was.
Now this is a battle between liars, so I don't know which one is the truth. I think this is what Erica told her, because it would be actually insane for Amberlynn to agree to it if not. But who knows, it's Amberlynn.
There was one night in particular where I did get drunk and I was messaging Erica and I told Erica that I loved her. This was in December. The whole time it really was just a super flirty friendship, but I realized wow, Erica really likes me and she wants me to give her a chance. It felt nice knowing that she was patient and she knew I was talking to other girls and she was still there for me and she always wanted to call me and I would never answer her calls. It very much was I was putting everyone else before her, but she was always there.
Lol, you were lying, just look at that face. They are both downplaying this, and they are both saying the other was more interested.
I'm not trying to be cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough. And she completely downplayed the relationship that we created. Once I said I love you in December, more comfortable with her, things became more sexual.
Don't be mad, Galls, but I agree with her. Erica went full-blown cheater getting caught and will say anything to save the marriage mode. She sounded crazy talking about this relationship.
Brittany and Erica said that they messaged me as a troll in the beginning. So Brittany's supposed to be a therapist. They watched me for over 5 years. They knew my mental health, who I was. They knew that I had BPD. They knew these things, and a therapist still chose to troll me.
Again, she is absolutely correct. The wife being a therapist is crazy. Just imagine her treating patients. Oh my god. Anyone who knows how Amberlynn is and they choose to be with her is no victim and deserve the craziness that is Amberlynn.
I don't even know if I fully believe that it started as a troll. I don't know. Maybe it did, but the fact is Erica fell in love with me. And she's saying how I forced her to be in a relationship with me. That's crazy. Erica told me everything about their marriage, about all of the time she's cheated. Brittany's a cheater. Their marriage is a mess. Their marriage is a fucking mess. So in my brain, it made sense to me. These two cheaters want to be in an open marriage. It makes sense. They're not fully happy with one another.
Wait, did she tell you that they were in an open marriage, or you just assumed that they are because they are both cheaters?
And what did I do to you that now all of a sudden completely erases almost a full year of you getting to know the real me? What did I do to you? I said your name in a YouTube video?
Lol, she is now downplaying what she did. Erica and her wife were attention whores, and they couldn't wait to be exposed, but Amberlynn knew that she would dox them just by saying her name.
Because I was always questioning, why can't you tell your wife about me if you're in an open relationship? I don't understand. She's like, I just don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear what Brittany's going to say about me being with Amberlynn. And then I understood. It made sense.
She had to know Erica was lying, but she didn't care because she is desperate.
I don't understand this ad thing. I did press to monetize, obviously, because, girl, we're going to monetize the fuck out of this. Most reaction channels do. So it's my turn. But
your turn. You have been doing it for 10 years, lol. And remember her fake crying over Tommy being exposed, and just look at her now, shamelessly monetizing this mess.
We would have video sex, whatever, I don't know what you guys want to call it, but it was crazy. It was a lot. It was daily. When I realized, Erica, you have some fucking explaining to do. So during one of the videos that she sent me of her touching herself, I saw her wife's slipper in her foot right next to Erica. Are you and your wife actually in an open marriage? Or if she finds out that you have a whole ass girlfriend, is she going to feel betrayed? And she said, I'm actually not in an open relationship. I have an actual real marriage, but I didn't even find out that it was a real true marriage until months after, I would say 2 months after we started dating. So I would say maybe April. This is where I'm in the wrong. I stayed with Erica when she said that she was in a marriage and that her wife would feel betrayed if she found out. I stayed with her.
Just look at her lying face. She did all of this shit, and she had the audacity to go on TikTok and pretend that she didn't know Erica had a life when she always knew. Then she will act surprised when people don't like her and say she hasn't changed at all. She is the biggest liar.
And now that like I heard that it was all like a manipulation thing, and it's just like, you manipulated me. I fell for it. And you're mad that I fell for it? Everything, by the way, Erica's such a fucking liar about I was slowly pulling back from her, and she would just like, she just wouldn't leave me alone. It's like, block me. Block me. Stop calling me. Stop messaging me. What do you mean I wouldn't stop leaving you alone?
Well, she didn't. You called her from another number, lol.
She told me that she has Life 360, and I was like, what is that? Because I had never heard of it. And she was like, Brittany wants to track wherever I go because she thinks I'm cheating on her. And I was like, oh, that's quite funny. Awkward.
Is Brittany mentally ill or what's going on? They planned to talk to Amberlynn and she was there when Erica was filming herself. So what the fuck is going on?
Can we do Life 360? Like, I thought it would be fun. I was like, we can have each other's location, because anytime I would leave my house, she would get a notification that I left my house and she would say, where are you going? What are you doing? She would also Google addresses. Like, Erica has a side to her that is scary. Erica was scary. I'm not going to lie to you. And the fact that she's going to downplay this whole Life 360 thing, no, she watched me like a hawk as well. Like, literally like a hawk.
You didn't do it because it was fun. You were controlling and insecure. Dusty and Becky told us already.
June 9th, her uncle dies, and she immediately tells me. And I'm like, oh my God, babe, like, I'm so sorry. So she responded like she usually does. And then all of a sudden she just like disappears, like off of the face of the planet. And for days, she just wouldn't talk to me. And that wasn't the norm. That wasn't part of our pattern. And as someone with BPD, it mentally was messing with me. And I would message her a few times a day and I would tell her, like, why aren't you talking to me?
Gall, you are crazy and selfish. She was texting her and harassing her when her uncle died, but Amberlynn doesn't care. Her needs come before everything.
Her saying how, like, after we broke up, how I kept messaging her and I was having a BPD freak out. That's a lie. Did you text her off of another number like she said you did? Yes, I did. I downloaded a texting app. It was like this weird closure thing for me. Just be different, do something different. I as much as I love like going in public and like people see me and they like want a picture, like I don't want to be Amberlynn Reed anymore. Yeah, like Erica literally would say how crazy Brittany is like on the constant, and that's something that like really actually scares me. I'm not gonna lie. Brittany is no victim. She told Erica to troll her. Yeah, but that troll fell in love with the Amberlynn Reed. Yeah, I was never talking to another married woman. That's not true. I don't want to show any screenshots because I don't want that to backfire, because like I don't want her to share my personal stuff. Like I'm afraid of what she's gonna say. I have screenshots of her getting mad at me that like an Uber delivery driver smiled at me. Like literally fucking furious that an Uber delivery driver smiled at me and made me smile.
This is the end for now, Galls. She already did another live stalking about Tommy. She will bore us to death for months. Then we have all this drama that we can't keep up with. Welcome to the Amberverse.
Let's go back.